After 22 years, 15 major trophies and more than 700 appearances, John Terry is finally to leave Chelsea as perhaps the club's greatest ever legend. Over the course of more than 2 decades, he has lifted every major piece of silverware in domestic and European football, and his on-pitch exploits have earned him a reputation as one of the finest defenders and captains of the modern era. Terry was born in East London on the 7th of December 1980 and was a product of the same SENRAB youth side that turned out future Premier League stars Sol Campbell, Jermaine Defoe, Bobby Zamora, Ledley King and J. Lloyd Samuel. At the age of 14, he joined Chelsea's academy, initially as a midfielder, only later moving to central defence due to a shortage of players there in his age group. Terry's ball-playing style and impressive distribution from defence have often been put down to his early exposure to the needs of playing further up the pitch. He went on to sign professional terms for the club 3 years later and made his Chelsea debut on the 28th of October 1998 as a late substitute in a League Cup game against Aston Villa. As a junior player, he was given the low-order squad number of 26 and later said he decided to keep it as he felt that it had brought him luck. Terry's breakthrough season at Chelsea came in 2000-2001 when, under the tutelage of French World Cup winner Marcel Desailly, he made 23 appearances and was voted the club's Player of the Year. A group of players led by Desailly spotted Terry's leadership skills early and approached then manager Claudio Ranieri, recommending him as captain material. And, on the 5th of December 2001, 2 days before his 21st birthday, he wore the captain's armband for the first time. Terry went on to make his name as a tenacious and commanding defender with remarkable aerial presence, insightful positioning and perfectly timed tackling skills. But it was his leadership abilities which lifted him above many other defenders of his generation, captaining Chelsea for 2 decades with a commanding presence, a never-say-die attitude and an unsurpassed ability to play through pain. UEFA named Terry the best defender in Europe in 2005, 2008 and 2009, and his fellow professionals voted him PFA Player of the Year in 2005. Terry's involvement in defensive partnerships has been at the heart of what has brought Chelsea so much success on the pitch. Whether working alongside William Gallas, Richard Carvalho, David Luiz, Gary Cahill or Kurt Zouma, the latter of whom was born after Terry had already signed for Chelsea's academy. He has been a master at marshalling a tight back four and switching play into the attacking mode. One of the most underappreciated aspects of his game, and the one that has lifted his captaincy above that of many others, is his match management. His ability to control big personalities on the pitch, be it teammates, opponents or officials, has often given Chelsea a competitive advantage that is difficult to reflect using mere statistics. Another key aspect of Terry's game has been his goal scoring. His total of 40 Premier League career goals is a record for a defender. For Chelsea, he has made 717 appearances, with only Peter Bonetti and Ron Harris having surpassed this figure, and he can add another 78 England caps to that total, many of them as captain. Terry has led his side to 5 Premier League trophies, 5 FA Cups, 3 League Cups, 2 FA Community Shields, a Europa League, and in 2012, a Champions League trophy. He leaves as the last of a generation of players who ushered in the hugely successful Roman Abramovich era at Chelsea, and will be most succinctly recalled at the club using only 3 words: captain, leader, legend.